Good morning, everybody.
Morning!
Morning. What are you doing? Why is everything breaking?
I just had to, I was looking so I could show you this. Sorry. A good joke for the morning. Hi everybody.
I think something's freaking out.
What's freaking out?
I don't know what's freaking out. I don't know why my computer's doing this.
Oh, hold up. It looks like it's fine on my end.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just that.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're just triple checking to make sure there's no stuff going on with the stuff.
Yeah.
But hi, how are you? How's everybody doing?
Hello. Yeah, now, like, my computer decided to freeze up. Like, OBS is frozen. There we go. Okay. Everything's working now.
Thank you, Nashim.
Yeah.
We need the reassurance. So that direct, huh?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Also, if I sound a little weird, it's because I'm sitting kind of back in comfort in at Mickey's house. We're chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm homeless.
Yeah, you're homeless at the
homeless
most.
right now. Oh no, I'm homeless. But no big deal. Who needs a home, right?
Yeah, no, like, nobody
needs homes, right? Also, no, I'm seriously, I'm not homeless. I'm fine. Don't worry, you guys. I promise.
But
I'm well taken care of.
I was about to say, you're
in the doghouse.
Yeah.
In your little cat house. Anyway, moving on. That direct, though.
Yeah.
I might be homeless, but I still got that direct, though.
Still got that serotonin.
I still got that serotonin. Oh, no. Okay, we both can agree. This week was rough for both of us.
Yeah.
It was really rough for both of us.
I'd say
And then
more for you, because it's like...
Well, not really. It's not only me, though. Is there a planet in retrograde or something?
I think we're getting into a retrograde
Because,
planet. Because I think...
What is with all the bad luck? And it's not just me. It's like a lot of my friends are just having a shitty week. And I don't know why. And I'm like, did the humans just piss off one of the gods of the week or something? I have no idea. But anyway, it was rough. And then from the heavens comes the Nintendo Directs in all its red and white shining glory. And, Saturn is in retrograde. Thanks, Nasia!
Apparently Uranus is in retrograde as well.
Uranus is in retrograde. I'm tired. I'm literally... I am getting by with caffeine. As
Barely.
you can see.
Barely.
I have coffee and a bottled Sunkist. Usually it's the can, but I got
Right.
bottle this time. I'm that tired. But I hope you guys' weekends weren't as shitty as ours. I really hope you guys had a great, fantastic weekend, especially with the fucking Nintendo Direct, which we'll get into, because as much as I'm hyping it up, it really wasn't about the video game. Well, it was definitely about the video games, but there was one thing that has toppled the video game announcement, and that was the movie announcement.
Oh.
And what was that?
Apparently there are like 6 planets in retrograde right now.
I looked it up. Is that why the whole world is fucked? Maybe it's just me. That sucks. That's fucking sucks. It's like, calm down, planets, please. I can't handle this. I can't handle all this.
Because I'm looking up now, and apparently we're right at the start of Uranus going into retrograde, and I'm like, usually Mercury's in retrograde about this time of the year.
Which one's the one that causes bad luck?
I think it's all just fucking everything.
Moods. Damn. But yeah. Alright, so the movie announcement. We're going to start with that one, because that's something that's not game related, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of game.
It's game related, but it took the Nintendo Direct by storm.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think the reason why is because of the actors' choices.
Fair. I think, like, the main person is a little of an interesting choice.
Not even the main person. We're not spoiling anything. If you haven't seen the Nintendo Direct, if you haven't seen the Nintendo Direct, you have definitely seen the memes.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, first of all, you have Chris Pratt as Mario. Chris Pratt, I love Chris Pratt. Don't get me wrong, I do love Chris Pratt as an actor. Yeah. But for Mario?
Agreed.
And, like, I was sitting there.
He hasn't really shown that he can have, like, that very, like, polarizing, like, acting style and, like, personality. Like, if we get people like Jim Carrey, Jack Black.
Oh, Mark Jack Black is in there.
Right.
Which I'm very excited. Okay, we'll get
Mark
to that.
Hamill. Like, all these, like,
actual voice actors.
Right.
That has or actors that have experienced voice acting.
Right.
Especially Mark Hamill. Is he even an actor anymore? He's more of a voice actor than an actor. His voice is.
He's the Joker. He is Fire Lord Ozai. He is.
He's a lot of things.
He is a lot of things.
And
like,
he's got the talent and the range for it.
It's like you have to like know Mark Hamill.
He's Chucky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was Chucky in the newest Chucky.
Oh my god, I love it. He's, what is it? Skeletor in the,
in the most recent
Masters of the Universe. Mm-hmm. It's like you have to know Mark Hamill's voice to know that's him.
Yeah. And, like, honestly, that makes sense. Mark Hamill has the range and does really well. Same with Alan Tudyk, who is an actor / voice actor.
Yeah.
He does fantastic. They should have cast him. But, again, sorry. For those who do not know...
Says the person that thinks Alan Tudyk is, like, a cop-out. It's like
Alan Tudyk is a cop-out. But in this situation, they should have welcomed him with open arms. He could have literally played any character except, I think, Bowser. Bowser belongs to Jack Black, and there's a reason for that.
I would have to agree that, like, the only argument I would have against Jack Black being Bowser is that there's also Mark Hamill. But, like, we do get a lot of Mark Hamill. It's nice and refreshing to have someone different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And Mark Hamill has a perfect evil voice. Duh, look at him in The Joker. Like, it's really good. And, again, the memes are impeccable.
Oh, right.
Because they were announcing these characters. And, okay, picture this, all right?
Okay.
For those of you guys who don't know, I have moved out of my house. And the day that the Nintendo Direct came out was the day that all of my furniture, other than my big screen TV, was kind of already moved out. So I was sitting on the floor with literally just sitting on the floor with my toes all excited and my TV right across from me also on the floor because, you know. And I'm just like, ooh, the Nintendo Direct, what could it be? And the movie announcement comes on.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what the fuck? Chris Pratt on the floor. We're just like, the fuck is going on? What? And they have, was it Charlie Day, I believe, as Luigi.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I'm okay with as well. Which I feel like
I have
a
a
lot
question
of people
for you because you're more of like that kind of side of the actor community. Know them. Charlie Day, isn't he the one that did Peter B. Parker in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Or am I wrong?
I don't know. Let me actually look that up. He actually is from what was it?
Always Sunny in
Philadelphia.
So it is Peter B. Parker.
Is that who was casted?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's gonna be interesting
because we've seen that he's actually a pretty decent actor. It's gonna be. I think this is just assuming if he plays. He's playing Luigi, right?
Yeah.
If he plays Luigi like he did Peter B. Parker for. Right, Nasium, they're really weird. If he plays plays Luigi like he did Peter B. Parker, then I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I think it would be kind of funny, because I feel like they're going to have Chris Pratt, be over the top.
Well, okay, so he actually plays in the Lego movie. He cast Charlie Day's voices in the Lego movie, and he plays the character Benny, the astronaut, I believe. Wait, hold up. Benny? Who's Benny? Which one's Benny?
I've never actually seen the Lego movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one, okay, deadass, that one's good. I actually like
thank you, Nasium. Nasium's telling me it's Jake Johnson who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Thank you. They do, it's one of those things I'm like,
yeah,
you look a little too crazy, but you could be it.
So he actually does do voice acting work. He played in Monsters University, the Lego movies as Benny, the astronaut. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And That's the only. That
So
I've
he's
seen.
been in Lego movies, so he
Yeah,
has
both
a
Lego
little
movies.
bit more of an eccentric energy to him that I feel like would work for a Luigi Mario character kind of situation. I'm with you. I don't know how I feel about Chris Pratt being a voice actor.
He's already a voice actor. He played in Onward as the brother.
I
People, but the thing of it is,
one movie.
it's one movie, but it's also the one movie that it just sounds like Chris Pratt. He didn't do anything. Like, it just sounds like him talking. Like, it's
Right.
just regular. So it doesn't.
Just nerd it up a little bit.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
nerd it up a little bit.
And I don't know how. Also, I think the reason why I'm having a hard time like figuring out how I feel about this
Here we go.
is because it's like, oh, we're gonna get Mario talking.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's like we don't have Mario talk. We
Mm.
kind of have Luigi talk a little bit in.
I think it's more bizarre because, okay, so they actually had a show, like an old show in
Yeah.
like the 70s and 80s
Yeah.
that I used to see, and I hear them talk. But it's I feel like it's not gonna be like that. I feel like I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about Chris Pratt's voice acting as
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
I think that Nintendo picked him because he's someone iconic.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
Chris
just
Pratt.
gonna bring people in and give it a chance.
Oh yeah.
And I get it, but it's like, I don't know.
Oh, so Anya Taylor-Joy is playing Princess Peach, which I don't know much about her. The supervillain Bowser is going to be played by Jack Black, which I am very excited about.
You know, I think Jack Black could have played the brother from Onward better. Honestly.
Well, Jack Black can play a lot of people better, but as a villain, because his voice is kind of like a raspy rock and roller
Yeah.
kind of voice, I would love to see that
Oh,
kind of spin
absolutely.
for Bowser. Can you imagine?
I'd love it.
It's going to be great.
It's Jack Black. I'm very excited for it.
I am too. I'm very excited. Okay, so this is the thing. I know you guys. Oh yeah, she was in the Queen's Gambit. I recognize her, but I haven't heard her in any voice actors or animated roles.
Right.
That's what I mean by that one. Let me just show you. Okay, this is when it got me. Okay, this is when I was watching it and it got me. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
I don't.
Can you just imagine? I'm pretty sure. You know how they have like those weird okay, imagine again. You're in the beach,
Yeah.
right? And you go
Yeah.
into those sundry stores, you know,
Yeah.
and they have like the airbrushed, characters. Can you imagine them having an airbrushed cartoon character of Donkey Kong with a blunt? That's Seth Rogen. That's Seth Rogen.
Okay, so here now you've painted that picture. All I can see is Seth Rogen, or like Donkey Kong, voiced by Seth Rogen, doing those airbrush things. They
He
call
would have
me
been better
Stein-
as like Funky Kong or something.
Yeah.
Like, why Donkey Kong? And I just like that, and it kept going with all these
Yeah.
other characters, and they have these big names voicing these characters, which by the way is gonna be. I'm very excited about.
Yeah. But I'm like, but you're not voice actors. Like, okay, so we've had Jack Black in voice acting roles. We had him as Poe. We've
Yeah.
seen, and he's like,
He voiced in a video game. He was in Brutal Legend.
well, like even like usually like big movies, like animated movies, and they end up with games. They'll usually bring in the main character.
Brutal Legend was a video game first, though.
Oh.
Yeah, Brutal Legend was the video game based off like rock and roll, and of course,
because it's basically based off him.
well, it's not even based off him. They like have these big names and like 80s hair bands come in the world, right, of rock and roll. But they chose him because he has the perfect voice as an actor who was in a rock band for a while, even if it was
For a long time.
For a long time. And they casted him as something absolutely perfect.
And he's very theatrical. Like him, everything about him, if you watch him visually, he's very theatrical.
Yep.
You can hear it in his voice, and it like
Yep.
with animators, they translate it very well.
Exactly. Like, he
Because-
does very well as a voice actor, and that's why I'm very excited to see him as Bowser. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, it's hit or miss. I
I'm
love
excited.
him. I think if he puts in, like, that rock and roll spin for Bowser, because Bowser looks like a fucking rock and roller with his spiked bracelets and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I got
No, I know you're starting to wake up and starting to feel better.
Yeah,
so
thank
it's-
you. But I have to show you this, okay?
Yeah.
Because Keegan Michael Key
Mhm.
is Toad.
I was very excited about that, honestly.
Hold up.
Honestly, I love that thought. I'm just like, this is gonna be so fucking funny.
The first, I'm so
No,
glad.
no. Okay, what I can before we move on, let me
Hold up.
me paint this picture for you. Let me
Let me.
paint.
You can put this against the mic because you guys, you've got to hear it.
Oh,
Hey, Ron! Where are you? Where is Ron right now? No Ron, huh? Well, you'd better be sick, dead, or mute, Ron!
this is why I call your brother AA Ron.
And that's him. Like, that's Keegan Michael Key. And,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
No, okay, so
can't
what
see
I
it.
need him, okay, so there's that, but what I need him is like Peach's anger translator. Like, you remember how they did the Obama anger translator? I need him to be Peach's anger translator.
So, I agree. I think it would be hilarious. As Toad, though, 'cause
Would be so fucking funny.
can he hit those notes, though? Because that's how Toad technically sounds like.
No, I need it to go deep. I need them to like fuck with that and just like, nah, we've
I'm
always
Toad. So I cannot unsee that Twitter thing. Like, I'm so glad someone recorded it
Yeah.
and spliced it to be in that Twitter video.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it. Because now that's all I can see. And again, I won't know how Keegan Michael Key would sound
Yeah.
as Toad, because that was straight out of left field for
Right.
me. As long as fucking Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong,
Okay, but like I can see Keegan Michael Key being Toad before I see Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong.
see,
Like
I don't know
can't.
about that.
I don't like Seth Rogen though.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay, I guess. I like him being the wholesome pottery maker. I think he does pottery. Like, he shows videos of doing
Oh, yeah, I
pottery and
think
stuff
you're
like
right,
that.
yeah.
He does pottery, which is really nice. I was like, that's such a dad,
Yeah.
home guy kind of thing to do. I can appreciate that. But
Also, clarify for Nauseum, he's like, wait, there was a Brutal Legends movie? There wasn't, it was a game.
it was a game. Yeah, there was a video game called Brutal Legends.
And was it turned into a movie, or did it just stay a game?
I think it was a game. I don't know if there was a film. Let's look it up. Google. I'm just gonna Google that. But while I'm googling that, I want to hear your opinions on the movie, the film. It's coming out next year.
Late next year. They've already established that it was holiday, and I think they said it was like December 21st is what they mentioned or were aiming for. I'm not excited for Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt alright. I'm not excited for him to be a voice actor. I think they could have
There's
chosen
no film. There's just a game.
no film. Okay. I think it's hard for me to pick someone who could be Mario because Mario doesn't talk.
Oh, wait a second. Let me also pinpoint something.
Mhm.
Speaking of the voice actor. So, I want to make sure that I have this correctly.
Okay.
The original voice actor for Mario,
Oh yeah, he's gonna be making cameos.
isn't that the biggest slap to the face you've ever heard of, though?
I mean,
That they
did
won't
these-
even use the OG voice actor for Mario. They would rather use him as cameos. Which,
Well, it
it's
also
weird.
okay, but they're like familiar cameos though.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
So
they
it
can be
makes me-
familiar, but it's like, it's a literal, okay, this is the thing about the voice actor community. I follow a lot of voice actors and up-and-coming voice actors and everything. Just people who are in the voice acting community.
Yeah.
I follow them on Twitter. And it's a common thing that and again, I also agree.
Yeah.
It's hard for voice actors to get work in this
Yeah.
day and age
Oh yeah.
because a lot of them are, like, especially for movie roles,
Mm-hmm.
they don't use voice actors. They use actors now.
Yeah.
Because that's what they would put on their movie posters that people would be excited about to see.
Well, if you take a look at, what is it, the What Ifs? The Marvel's What Ifs
Yes.
on Disney Plus. Have you
Yes.
seen any of them yet?
No.
Well, like, we can talk and say that there are... No. What are you doing? No, thank you. Okay.
You hanging in there?
There was someone, a spam.
Oh.
A bot. So, What Ifs, they have some of the named actors and everything like that. They'll bring in, like, for the first one, Captain Carter, I already told you about that. That's the one we know happened, that she became the super soldier instead of Steve Rogers,
Right.
and became Captain Carter.
Yeah.
So they did bring in her voice actress. They did bring in Sebastian Stan, but they didn't necessarily bring in Stanley Tucci. They didn't really bring in what's his name, Chris Evans.
Oh yes.
So
yes.
they'll bring in big names for certain parts, but they won't bring in the big names for like every single
Right, but
episode.
this is different because you're speaking of a show.
Right,
I'm
that
talking
already
of-
has like established actors for those parts.
Yeah.
Most of those parts, because again, they didn't bring in everybody for every single role for every single episode.
Exactly. I'm talking about in a film industry.
Right.
Because it used to be in the 90s that they actually hired voice actors
Mhm.
to play,
Voice actor
the-
parts.
they played it to play the, what is it? The Disney princesses and everything.
Yeah.
Up to a certain point. And I believe, and I was reading this on Twitter or Tumblr or somewhere, because I was all in this, right? The first celebrity voice actor that was really popular at the time was Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Because he not only played the genie,
Right.
he played in Ferngully.
Yeah.
And his voice started, and he was also a very big comedian, actor, all of that. And they took him and they played him for these roles,
Mm.
and they found out, holy shit, he's perfect.
Yeah.
And again, he has the range for it.
But yeah, he has a range for it because that's what's happening with Gabriel Iglesias as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he has that range that
Mhm.
people are looking for voice acting for, like, face celebrities.
Yeah.
If you also look at Tim Curry as
Tim
another,
Curry's a good one too.
and he has range. He is funny. He is dramatic. He is
Evil, he has everything.
He is good.
He's very good.
Um,
But there are actors, and I wish people would understand that are just good as actors,
Yeah.
not as voice actors.
Mhm.
And it makes it harder for voice actors to try and break into the roles, other than TV shows, because there's a lot of voice actors that they break in through TV.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the movie setting, it's almost non-existent,
Yeah.
which sucks. It really does, because in a movie they're like, we just need to put big names, but a lot of those big names suck at voice acting. Again, we're gonna take Chris Pratt in Onward.
yeah.
He sounded nerdy. He was like fine, but you could tell it's Chris Pratt.
Yeah, but you could replace that with any other.
Exactly.
And like,
And it'll
like I
still be
said,
fine.
like you can replace Jack Black, for the brother in Onward, and it would be so much more engaging.
Which makes me very worried.
Right. I don't think he's gonna be great. But if you think about it, it's like these all like Nauseum has already stated in here that the voices aren't very for actors. The voices aren't unique. It's their acting style and their face,
That's true.
and all of that is going to be taken away
Exactly.
for voice acting. So you have to rely on your voice.
Voice
you
to carry
need,
it.
You need to have a unique voice, like Kelsey Grammer,
Oh,
Casey
yeah.
Grammer.
Yeah.
That does Blinky.
Yes.
And Troll Hunters. But he also did Frasier.
Yeah. I'm also okay. And again, I'm not saying that I don't want to give. Okay. I want to give Chris Pratt a chance, but I'm not going to be excited about it.
I know. Like it's one of those
I will literally watch this film. I don't know much about the Princess Peach because again, I recognize the actor as the Queen's Gambit because she's pretty.
No.
She looks like a Princess Peach, like she
Yeah.
with her blonde hair and everything. But I don't know nothing about any of her voice acting at all.
Right.
Jack Black, I do.
Jack
I'm
Black's
so
easy.
excited to see Jack Black.
Because Jack Black has also, again, been in a voice actor.
Yeah. Like, I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for... No, that's about it.
Yeah.
Keegan-Michael Key as Toad is just something I'm more curious and excited about.
I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that.
Yeah, I'm just curious. And, of course, Donkey Kong, which is...
No. Just no. Like, that's more of a no.
Seth Rogen, I just can't get over it. Yeah, I think I just have to accept that it's just a big no.
Yeah. I just, no.
Ugh. All right. Well, we can't talk too much because we literally talked 30 minutes about the fucking phone.
Okay, but
Watch
that's
the memes.
us.
Yeah, I know. Watch the memes. Don't even... It was like trailer coming out sometime in holiday 2022 is what they announced.
Was when, like, they're projecting it to
Yeah.
be released in theaters.
Yes. Holiday 2022. Which,
And I
again...
think it's supposed to be December 21st, I think was the stated date.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So let me go ahead and mark the next thing that I'm excited about in the roster, which was Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
it looks really cute.
I won't say that I'm a huge Kirby fan, but I am a Kirby fan,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. I've played a lot of the Kirby side games, if that makes sense. I had Kirby's Block Ball and Kirby's like
I had Kirby
Whatever.
Tilt and Tumble
yeah,
for the Game Boy
yes,
Color,
right.
and I was good
That
at
was a
it.
good one. Just like I had these games for the Game Boy. Like Kirby's Block Ball was a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I remember getting that, and I played it. I loved that game. I loved the soundtrack. I listened to it sometimes at work. I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I liked, what was it? The Kirby and Dreamland, obviously, is a classic. I think
Yeah.
that was for Game Boy Advance, I think. Nightmare in Dreamland. The one with, because it was huge.
Yeah.
Really fun game. Like, it's really, really, really fun. And I've just played several Kirby games. But I did like Nightmare in Dreamland, and that was one of my first, like my brother's first games that he really liked.
Yeah.
And that's how we got into a lot of Kirby games.
Yeah.
I didn't play Epic Yarn or anything like that. I didn't do
No,
any of
like
that.
I didn't really play like that. Kirby Tilt and Tumble was kind of the only Kirby game that I played,
Mhm.
and I was actually pretty good at it. I'm not good with platformers or anything like that, but like I got pretty far into that game. Like
Oh.
I still have it. I still have all my cartridge games.
Yeah. But I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
To this, and at first when the trailer began, it showed like these old decrepit buildings with the weird writing. I thought it was Splatoon.
I didn't think it was gonna be Splatoon, but it's like I thought
I
it
did
was
because
good.
it was like an overgrown apocalyptic city.
No, I didn't think it was Splatoon because of its
How green it was.
not how great it was, but like the edges for everything were really soft, if that makes sense.
I have to rewatch it.
Okay. Because it's like I'm used to. Remember, I was around for Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, so
Yeah.
I'm more used to that. Like, there's like clean edges. Like, all this were very soft edges.
I just remember the only thing that broke me out of thinking that it was Splatoon was how colorful it was. And that's crazy to think about Splatoon because in Splatoon, a lot of the stuff is like muted colors because you want to focus on the ink being the big color. You don't want it to be too colorful because then it hurts your eyes.
Right.
So that's why I was like, okay, everything is too green, too yellow, too colorful. And then they zoom out and they show, or they zoom in and they show Kirby on the beach.
Yeah. Oh my
And-
god, have you been seeing the memes for that too?
No.
Okay, so it's just like, there's Kirby passed out on the beach, there's Gulliver
Oh,
passed out on the beach, and then there's Link passed out on the beach.
Oh, that's cute though.
And it's like one hell of a party.
That was cute though. That was real cute. But yeah. And then they showed the world, like the
Yeah.
overgrown city of a lost civilization. That's our civilization, bitch. But you know.
I mean, yeah, it is.
And the way, and it's a 3D game, which is Kirby's very first 3D
Right.
game,
Yeah.
which is I think is going to be very interesting to play.
I don't, and hear me out.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's like, if you love Kirby, that looks like it's going to be a great, fantastic game. To me, it just looks like kind of a reskin of with Kirby twist. It looks like a reskin of Super or Mario Odyssey.
Oh, I see what you mean by that.
But,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's one of those things I'm like, that's perfectly fine, because it's like, I probably wouldn't get into a game like that unless it was a Legend of Zelda game or
Yeah.
a Splatoon game, because that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
you can have the same basis and stuff and reuse it, because not everybody's going to be playing it. I'm not mad with that. I'm really
Right.
not.
I think the only difference between, because Mario Odyssey is just on a whole nother level.
Right.
I don't think that anyone could achieve what Mario Odyssey did. But I do think that it's a reskin, but it's a reskin of other games that are similar to it, where
Right.
you attack something or whatever, and you achieve their power. You know, that's a common
Right.
game now, like a common game mechanic to
Yeah.
do. Whereas Mario, you just throw a hat and you become a creature with that power.
Yeah.
In Kirby, you inhale them and eat them and steal
Right.
their power. That's
Right.
Kirby.
So it's like, it's a unique thing to Kirby, but it does kind of have this reskin kind of feel.
Yeah, I get what you mean by that. I think what I'm very excited about is because Kirby has this, and this is again from my side, visually stunning.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's so pretty. Personally, I will be playing the game.
Yeah.
I just think it's gorgeous to see a Kirby in 3D, and also the little monsters. Okay, you have like this hyper realistic view of the civilization, but
Yeah.
the little cute monsters are just so cute.
You're just like, bop.
Yeah, and like they have they of course in the trailer they show this giant gorilla thing coming and grabbing Kirby and throwing, and I'm like, even the gorilla's cute. Like
Yeah.
it's just cute.
Yeah.
And I like that. I guess it's just the cuteness factor. I really enjoy in Kirby, and the music.
Yeah.
Every single fucking Kirby game, the music is amazing.
Yeah. That's Tangerine just playing with
Okay.
something.
But I love Kirby music. There was one game besides Kirby's Block Ball OST, but there was like a stacking game
Yeah.
that oh god, I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
Anyway, that also had a really good music, and those were just side games.
Yeah.
And they went hard on those.
Yeah.
Like it was just so good, music wise and visuals. I'm
Yeah.
so excited to see in a Kirby game.
I think it looks very good.
Yeah.
It's like, I will absolutely
I just
want
want to test to see how it plays in 3D. You know what I mean?
No. Sorry, my Google decided to wake up.
Oh no, girl, you need a new phone.
I
I suggest a flip phone. Just
I
throw
know
that out there.
you keep seeing it, and our boss has one now, and I'm just like, I want one.
See, I talked about it to our boss, and I'm pretty sure he's like, I want to buy it too. Yank, because he
No,
had a
he-
great phone.
Well, he apparently ran his over with a tractor,
Oh no.
so it was like fucked.
Oh well, yeah, I feel bad for that. But continuing, that's something I'm excited about for Kirby.
And like, it's one of those things I'm like, I'm excited for y'all with Kirby, because I know it's a new concept, it's an open world platformer, it's all this stuff, it's the first real new Kirby game that you're getting for the Switch. I'm excited for y'all.
Yeah.
Kirby is not really my thing, but I am excited for y'all.
Yeah,
It
of
looks
course, because it looks really good.
It looks super
it's so
good.
pretty. Next, I want to talk to you in the roster is Splatoon 3.
Okay. I am very excited. I had a thought earlier and I completely just like, bye. I'm very excited for it. I am still furious that we haven't gotten the idols
I don't think we
announced.
will.
I think we will, because again,
Place
You're-
your bets. Place your bets here, everybody, on this, the day of our Lord, 9/25/2021. Ricey says there won't be an idol.
new idols.
New idols, right. Any new idols. At Mickey says there will be some new idols for this new place.
Right.
I'm going to disagree just because they, in the trailer for the story mode, I guess, that
Yeah.
they portrayed, there were the 2 original idols and 1 new character. And it's
That's-
based off, like, not our playable character.
No. That's what that is. That's the traditional story mode. The story mode is always going to be Callie and Marie, because they're agents 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They're
And
all.
who's the one that was sitting between them?
That's either going to be 3, 4, or the new 5. because you're always going to be 3, 4, or 5. 3 was Splatoon 1, 4 is the campaign for Splatoon 2.
Right.
You are referred to as Agent 4, so that's probably going to be you as Agent 5. for
No,
Splatoon-
because the person with her little hair braid, that's got to be the new agent. Because
No,
they keep
that's-
portraying her. The
No.
one with the little chicken, but it's not a chicken, but it looks
That's
like a
your
chicken.
main character.
Yeah.
That's you. That's you in game.
So then we won't be considered an agent then.
Okay, so you don't play the campaign enough, do
No,
you?
because I want to be there just to shoot people. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to move.
we're in office chairs.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
So what it is there's kind of two different worlds. So there's the street world where you go into area battles and turf wars and things like that.
Mhm, yeah.
But once you go down into the sewer and follow Callie,
yeah.
then you put on your persona as Agent 4.
Yeah.
We're talking about Splatoon 2 because
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
familiar with.
Right.
And then you go around in that world as Agent 4.
Right.
And then when you leave and go back